Alright, quick update on Fantom. So we've had a somewhat okay bounce today after dropping for the past couple of days. I don't really want to get too bullish after we've gone up 11% today because, bear in mind it was only 2 days ago we were moving down 30%. So we do need to take this day by day. This is a bullish day in itself. And if we do zoom out to your higher time frames, you can see these levels down here that we've currently come down to. Let's mark it. You can see the wicks that we put down here on this previous run up. So if we zoom out, we can see from low to high, you've got your 786 Fibonacci down here. This is technically your last line in the sand. We really need to get back above this if you do want to consider the trend bullish. You can also draw, depending on which close you want to run from. I draw from this one, but either way, no matter which close you draw from, we are below the 786 Fibonacci in every regard. So it is looking kind of shaky right now for Fantom. I showed this in a couple of my other altcoin videos today, but I don't think now's the time to be panic selling. Bear in mind, a lot of these altcoins are down. Like if we look at your oscillators, you can see your money flow indicator has recently bottomed at 15, your RSI has recently bottomed at 21, and I showed this in the previous altcoin video I did. If we look at the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves and zoom into what's going on right now, I'll zoom into the price action that's properly going on right now. You can see we've got a bunch of black lines on these Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves, and they stand for your Fibonacci's, or they represent your Fibonacci's. If we look, the utmost lower Fibonacci that we currently are running off right now is coming in at 37,500 on the Fib 0902. And if we come over to what Bitcoin came down to today, you can see right here 37,400. So Bitcoin is currently at, or it has just come down to, the utmost lowest Fibonacci band. Now historically we always find a bottom on your low deviation, or in mathematical terms one deviation oversold, apart from one period in time where you can see we've got your lower deviation here, one deviation oversold, and we move below that level. So we're literally right now at the bottom, in my opinion. We're very, very close to the bottom. The utmost Bitcoin can move down, according to the logarithmic growth curves, is 32,200. And bear in mind, this is what the logarithmic growth curves are saying. I'm just reading the data I see here, but looking at your oscillators as well for Fantom, once again, money flow indicator and RSI, they are so low right now. We've got a decent increase in volume coming in, but I do not think now is the right time to be trading Fantom. Bear in mind, I've talked about this in my other altcoin videos as well, but we've got a Federal Reserve meeting between the 3rd and the 4th of May. So you've got another 3 days or so to wait until the Fed meeting is done. I do think we are going to pump and rally after the Fed meeting. However, a lot of these altcoins are either going to make it or break it within these next couple of days, depending on whether they hold their utmost lowest support. And you can see for Fantom, these lows down here are literally as low as you can go before you do take some sizable dumps to the downside. So you can see these two trend lines right here. If we break below the bottom of these, at best, at absolute best, the lowest you can find support is, or the highest you can find support is, another 20% move to the downside, where we previously topped off before coming down into your daily EMA ribbons. If we draw it down to where we actually had a local low, which is, in my opinion, more likely to where we'd be coming down if we had a macro breakdown of this level, you could potentially see a 40% decrease coming in for Fantom. And that's a 40% decrease from the breakdown. From where we are right now, that could mean another 44% flush out on Fantom. So am I saying you should sell your Fantom in fears that we break down a little bit more? No, because if we look at your oscillators, like I said, you're completely oversold. Your Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves say the bottom is very near. So I think now is the time to start sitting on the sidelines and waiting to DCA into your favorite projects. And I quite like Fantom, but like I said, at this moment in time before the Fed meeting, in my opinion, is not the best time to DCA. So, we're clearly in a downtrend. The trend is your friend to the end. You don't have to be a genius to look at this on the daily time frame. See the EMA ribbons are constantly getting rejected from. You look at the 4-hourly EMA ribbons, even though we're having a slight rally, we're not even coming into, your first bearish resistance. So Fantom has a long way to go to prove itself to be bullish. I will keep you updated on this when I do believe a bottom is coming in, but bear in mind, Fantom is absolutely down on its last legs. A move below 69 cent on the daily, like for example a daily close below 69 cent, in my opinion would solidify that Fantom's probably going to move down to your 42 cent, which is a fairly brutal drop from where we are right now. So I'll keep you updated. For many reasons, like your oscillators and logarithmic growth curves, the market is very oversold right now. I don't think now's the time to be paper handing and selling the bags. I mean, if you got in on Fantom at the all-time high and you've been holding it down and you're 80% down, you know, what's another 7%? You know, it's nothing. I don't think people should be selling at these levels. If anything, I think people should be staying vigilant, looking for a bottoming signal. And at this moment in time, like I said, we have got no bottoming signal. We're only having a little bump in the road, and so far we've had a lot of these little bumps in the road where we try to travel up for a couple of days, a day or two, and then we roll back over. So we've got a long way to go. Keep an eye on these daily EMA ribbons. I'll give you updates on them when I think we're having a bottoming signal. But yeah, I won't personally be buying many altcoins, if any, until the Fed meeting's done on the 4th. That's all I've got for Fantom. As always, cowboy out, not financial advice. Peace.